millions of Texans are going to hit the roadways, and they can also see a steady price here at the pump. Just last year in Wichita County alone, more than 1,000 crashes were caused by distracted driving. He hopes this is another way to reduce those large numbers. These body cameras are not only an investment for the sheriff's office, but for the public. And it didn't cost the taxpayers a single dime. At the second floor of a bathroom, that water actually came down through these stairs, flooding parts of the bottom floor. You can see why if you walk down a field around Texoma, most of the vegetation looks like this. They're looking to make a pretty penny if you have a dent, ding, or scratch on your car, so you might be on the lookout. Oftentimes, it might be exciting to find the package you were waiting for standing here right at your doorstep. Big Blue stands in the heart of downtown in the middle of all the big changes happening in this area. Long Ridgeway Drive is where police found Shannon Smith with multiple gunshot wounds. It's required by law for this sign to be displayed at all cosmetology establishments across Texas.
Oh, say, can you see?
Since the 90s, it's been a remarkable gathering.
It's always a great thrill to be here and associate with these individuals. And it's always very uplifting. Really.
The Iwo Jima World War II reunion brings veterans and the community together.
That's always rewarding, to have the community participate and take part in these things.
The weekend kicked off with an opening ceremony with remarks from Medal of Honor recipient Marine Corporal Herschel Woody Williams, a man whose efforts were recently recognized at the Super Bowl.
Herschel Woody Williams.
I get the privilege and the honor of speaking to young folk at Shepherd, and that's always been such a thrill.
Williams did one more coin toss for the road, where veterans got the opportunity to hear the gratitude from students, like 6th grader Sofia Concepcion Serrano.
It's so nice that they go out there every time and they fight for us, and they leave their families and just to go fight for us, and it's nice to give something back to them.
It was really nice to come back and see all the kids that appreciate all this that we do.
USS Saratoga veteran Joe Aviles has been coming from California to the Wichita Falls reunion for 20 years. Aviles and his wife Jane say it never fails to be something memorable.
We really appreciate their dedication and devotion to these survivors. They've been wonderful.
They treat us real nice. I've got treated real nice.
The Aviles and each and every one of these few remaining World War II heroes are just very thankful to see their sacrifices will never be forgotten.
2:30, the detectives was knocking at my door looking for my aunt to tell her that her son was dead.
It's a painful moment forever burned in the memories of Laderae Smith and her family. And just 3 days after Shannon Smith was shot and killed in the first homicide of 2018.
For this to happen, there's no words. There's none to explain why this is happening. Why it happened. Why it had to be him. You know, why.
We have no idea why. He didn't have problems with anybody. He stayed to himself. So we're just at a loss for words, and we don't understand why.
He doesn't bother anybody. I mean, for somebody just to do that to him, take his life like that, it's
senseless.
It's very senseless.
Smith worked in the oil fields, and his family says he loved helping people, and he was a role model for his little cousins and nephews. But he never lived to see his first niece, now on the way.
He was a very caring guy, and he was someone that the kids looked up to and would call and be happy to talk to.
I got teenagers, and they love wrestling with Shannon.
Both of his brothers have little boys, so we were bringing the first little girl, and he was so excited.
As the days go by with no end to the tears or questions, they're just hoping someone who has some of the answers will come forward.
Speak up, say something. I mean,
if you know anything,
we're hurting for answers.
Planes continue to land and take off daily at the Kickapoo Airport. But soon they'll have smoother landing.
Basically what it was, our apron, it's over 40, 50 years old. The concrete is failing, the sub-base is failing, the drainage is failing.
It's why more than $4 million in TxDOT and matching city funds were approved for the upgrade, with work beginning in June. Construction was projected to be completed this month.
Reason being is the suppliers for the materials that the construction company needs, there's a little bit of snag waiting on the supplies.
But Airport Administrator John Walton says sections of the project are coming together as the concrete continues to be poured during all the good weather days. And pilots couldn't be happier to see the progress week to week.
Just have the proximity of the airport for me is just wonderful.
Longtime pilots like Danny Foy say they're looking forward to the changes at the airport, something he says will make flying from here much easier.
It's going to open up a little bit more. We have a bigger ramp space, easier to get fuel, kind of catch up with the little bit bigger cities that have a little bit more improved facilities.
And he says Kickapoo has the potential to compete with other private airports across the state.
We have a pretty good deal right now, and it's kind of undiscovered jewel right here. I think it's been underappreciated for a long time.
It's a long-awaited project. It's a direly needed project. It's good to see it being done.
Both Walton and Foy hope to see the renovations put to good use very soon.